Listen to this. Some of the worst people you can meet is people that grew up in the church. Anytime you talk about anything that got pertaining towards God, they know everything, anything, and anything pertaining to the Bible, they know everything. But I always ask this question. There are two types of people that grew up in the church. One is the person that grew up in church because they loved God and they wanted to have a great relationship with God. And the second person is the person that grew up in church and had to go to church. Their parents made them go to church. So therefore, they were only in church because because their parents told them and made them in order to live under their parents' roof, they had to go to church. So sometimes you meet people that say, I grew up in the church. But in reality, you did not grow up in the church. You were forced to go to church. Because if you weren't forced to go to church, when you became an adult, you would still be in church. So again, I always hear people that always say, I grew up in church. But if you grew up in church, but now that you're grown and the choice is yours, why aren't you in church? And I'm not saying church is the end all be all, but don't try to throw in someone's face and try to make it seem like holy art thou because of the fact that you grew up in church. But in reality, now that you're an adult, you don't go to church. So that means you were forced to go to church by your parents. And you had to when you lived under their roof. And now that you have your own choices, you choose not to go. Big difference. Don't let that go over your head.